So you play an addict in the film, a recovering heroin addict, and I'm always so curious for an actor, how much of your brain has to be on sort of the technical aspects of portraying some of the physical symptoms of addiction at different points? It might be the shakes or things like that, and how much of you can just kind of give over to the scene?
It's a good question. Your kind of head is always half in, half out of that stuff, because you do want to do it, portray this as truthfully as one can. So I did a lot of research. I really wanted to know what heroin does to you physically, where that can take you in your state of mind. And I also spent some time with a recovered heroin addict to ask all those questions. And then I did try and forget it all, and just keep with, like it's almost like you learn something and then you let it go, and whatever stays with you, it will stay with you regardless. You don't need to push it. But I did want to get it right.
What did you find in her and Nicole that you could sort of tap into and really relate to?
I think there's something about trying to keep yourself thing about trying to keep yourself on track and online and healthy, and have a good healthy respect for yourself, and to be able to just get through times when they're not easy, to kind of remember that you need a bit of strength, a bit of spirit to get you through those things. And life happens to us all. You
have these intense emotional scenes with Denzel Washington, and you compared working with him to working with a heavyweight fighter.
I know it sounds a daft thing to say. It's not like he beat me up, but it just meant what I meant is that I always think of it as like it's either like playing sport, or I'm trying to give you an analogy that you'd understand what it feels like. It's almost like by being in the ring, it means I'm playing with him.
Yeah,
I'm sort of trying to match him, and it's sort of like how does one do that when it's with someone as powerful as him?
Yeah, no, I actually think the analogy makes perfect
sense. Oh, does
it?
Good.
Yeah,
okay,
no, I
good.
think it's a really relatable analogy. I get it. But I'm just wondering, having that experience, and what do you feel like you've now sort of taken away that you're going to carry into the rest of your career?
Actors are full of neurosis most of the time, as you may well know. We carry it with us. This has given me a tremendous amount of confidence. To trust my own instincts, because I really did that with this character, and really knew where I wanted to take her, and with the guidance of Bob and the sort of quietness of her, and the truthfulness, and to know that's something that I chose and I decided, and I feel very I don't know, the fact that I can work with these people made me feel good, made me feel really good about where I was and where I was in my career. And I suppose what I'll take on from that is that I can do it.
Yeah.
So it's a nice affirmation.
Bob Zemeckis has said that he works, and that he spent a lot of time with Denzel Washington in lieu of kind of a rehearsal period, really just talking a lot about the characters. Were you a part of that process at all? Did you talk with Denzel Washington, or was that kept separate and you had conversations with him?
No, we were all around the table, all of the cast. It was in the hotel we were all staying in Atlanta, and it was 3 or 4 days. And it was talking. It was literally going through the scenes and then talking about them, through the scenes and talking about them. And it was fascinating, because we all got an insight to where we could all stand outside of the film. It was before entering the arena. Look at me, my stupid analogies. I'm sorry.
They're really
They're
good
so
analogies.
cheesy. They're really
bad.
No,
they're not. They're lovely.
Okay, and then before before we could, it means that we're all on the same level. We're all on the same page. It's invaluable.
Having that opportunity to stand outside of it and looking at it now, what do you really feel like people will take away from Flight when they see it in theaters?
Okay.
This will be the last question.
I think, I hope that people, you never know what people are, all you can do is treat it with as much integrity as one can, so then when people go to see it, that's what they get from it, that's what they take from it.